Have you ever looked at a coin in your hand and wondered if it's worth more than just 25 cents? Maybe you heard from someone online that one of your coins could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Well, one coin that gets talked about a lot is the 2015 D Saratoga Quarter from the United States. Some people say this coin is very rare and could be worth as much as $5,000. But is that true? Let's talk about it in the simplest way possible so everyone can understand. We'll go over what this coin is, where it came from, how much it's really worth, and what makes certain coins special or valuable. We'll also talk about how you can check your own coins to see if you have something rare in your collection. The 2015 D Saratoga Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series. This was a coin program created by the United States Mint. It started in 2010 and ran until 2021. The idea was to honor different national parks and historic sites in each state and U.S. territory. Each year, the U.S. Mint released 5 new quarter designs. The Saratoga Quarter came out in 2015 as the last design of that year. It was made to honor Saratoga National Historical Park in New York, the site of one of the most important battles of the American Revolutionary War. The back of the coin, which is called the reverse, shows a picture of a British general handing his sword to an American general. This is General John Burgoyne surrendering to General Horatio Gates. That moment happened in 1777 during the Battle of Saratoga, which was a turning point in the war. Many historians say this battle helped the Americans win independence because it showed the world that the U.S. could fight and win. So the coin has a lot of historical meaning. On the coin, you'll also see the words, British Surrender 1777, Saratoga, New York, the year 2015, and the phrase E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one. The front of the coin, called the obverse, looks like other U.S. quarters. It has a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Around his image, it says, United States of America, Liberty, in God we trust, and quarter dollar. You'll also find a small letter that tells you where the coin was made. If your coin has a letter D on it, it means it was minted in Denver, Colorado. If it has a P, it came from Philadelphia. There are also proof versions from San Francisco with an S mint mark. Now, let's talk about how many of these coins were made. The Denver Mint produced more than 215 million of the 2015 D Saratoga quarters. That's a huge number. Because so many were made, most of them are not rare. In fact, you can still find them in your change today. That means just having one doesn't make it valuable. It's like owning a common book or toy. If everyone has it, it's not worth much. For a coin to be worth big money, it usually needs to be rare, in perfect condition, or have some kind of mistake that makes it special. In average used condition, most 2015 D Saratoga quarters are worth just 25 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, meaning the coin was never used and still looks brand new, the value might go up a little. For example, if your coin is in mint state condition, like MS-63 or MS-65, it might sell for $1 or $2. That's better than 25 cents, but still far from thousands of dollars. If a coin is graded MS-67 or higher, it could be worth $10 to $30, depending on demand. But finding a coin in that high of a grade is very rare, especially if it was found in regular circulation. Some people hear about silver coins and think maybe their Saratoga quarter is made of silver. Most of them are not. The regular 2015 D Saratoga quarter is made from copper and nickel, just like other modern quarters. There is a special silver-proof version, but it wasn't released for everyday use. It came in collector's sets from the U.S. Mint. If you have a silver version, it should weigh more and have a special mirror-like finish. Those silver quarters can be worth a bit more, maybe $10 or $15 depending on condition, but again, that's not $5,000. So why do some people say their 2015 D Saratoga quarter is worth $5,000? Well, the main reason is something called an error coin. That means the coin was made incorrectly at the mint. There are many types of mint errors. Some examples are coins that are off-center, have double images, have missing letters or layers, or have a piece of the design out of place. These kinds of coins are usually caught and melted down before they leave the mint, but sometimes one slips through. If that happens, and the error is clear and unusual, collectors may be willing to pay more for it. But not all errors are valuable. Some small errors may only add a few dollars to the coin's value. Others might look like errors but are really damage that happened after the coin left the mint. For example, if a coin has scratches, dents, or strange marks, that doesn't mean it's rare. It could just be from normal use or from someone trying to clean the coin. Cleaning a coin actually lowers its value, even if it looks shinier. That's why experts always say, never clean your coins. Now let's talk about how you can tell if your coin has an error that might be valuable. The first thing to do is look closely with good lighting. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Check the letters, numbers, and design for anything that looks strange. Is something missing? Are there extra lines or double images? Is the coin thicker or thinner than normal? Does it feel too light or too heavy? Any of these things could be a sign of an error. If you find something that looks strange, try comparing it to a normal quarter. If yours is clearly different, it might be worth investigating. If you think you found a rare error, the best thing to do is not to guess. You should consider sending the coin to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They are professional services that will check the coin, grade its condition, and confirm if it has a real error. They charge a fee, but it can be worth it if you believe your coin is truly rare. Once graded, your coin will be sealed in a plastic case with a label that shows the grade and any errors. This makes it easier to sell because buyers trust graded coins more than ungraded ones. So, what about the $5,000 price tag? Could a 2015 D Saratoga Quarter really be worth that much? In most cases, the answer is no. There are no widely known examples of a Saratoga Quarter from Denver selling for $5,000. If such a sale happened, it would likely be because of an extremely rare error combined with perfect condition and very high demand. Even then, that kind of value is not common. Most coins that sell for thousands are either very old, very rare, or have famous minting mistakes that collectors have been searching for. What often happens is people see coins listed for high prices online, like on eBay or YouTube. But just because someone lists a coin for $5,000 doesn't mean it's worth that much. Sellers can ask for any price, even if it's unrealistic. What matters is what someone is willing to pay. If nobody buys the coin, then it's not really worth that amount. That's why it's important to check real sales, not just listings. Look at auction records or trusted coin price guides to see what coins have actually sold for, not just what people are asking. Sometimes people are misled by fake news or viral videos that say things like, "This coin is worth $10,000, or, "Check your pocket change for this rare quarter." These videos are made to get clicks and views, not to give accurate information. They might show coins with no real proof of their value or leave out important details. It's okay to be curious, but always double-check with reliable sources before believing those kinds of claims. Trustworthy coin dealers, collectors, or websites that focus on coin collecting can give you better answers. In the end, the 2015 D Saratoga Quarter is a beautiful coin with important historical meaning. It's fun to collect and interesting to learn about. While most of them are not worth more than a few dollars, there's always the chance you might find something rare or unique. Just make sure to be realistic and do your research. If you find one in great condition, keep it safe. And if you're lucky enough to spot an error that looks special, take your time, get it checked, and see what the experts say. Coin collecting is a great hobby that helps people connect with history, art, and money. Every coin tells a story. Even if your 2015 D Saratoga Quarter isn't worth $5,000, it's still a piece of American history. And who